it's interesting. I mean, we were just talking backstage. The sounds are sounds, and we put judgments on them. We call them some sounds good. We call some sounds bad. But I would assert that the reason that people think the MPC sounds sound good is because of the work of these people, the artists who created music with them. And so people, then they hear these sounds and they say, well, that sounds good. Well, I think they're thinking of the songs that they've all created, and it reminds them of a good feeling they had because of the quality of the music. And so I think it's largely the artists who use the machines that created the good sounds, and not so much anything I did. I mean, I made the best sounds I could, but, but they were...
Thank you.
So, what we're going to do, Battlecat, let's take a listen to a few of the songs that the Lindrum added its contribution to, and the magic. Cue it up.
Wait, hold up, not just the Lindrum, the LM1, thank you. And the,
Yes.
and the Lindrum is not an LM2.
Yeah.
It's a Lindrum.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Battlecat, man. That just gives you a taste of
Yes, sir.
You know, what Roger really gave to everyone with his design. So, let's start at the beginning. Like, you know, when you started with the drum machine, like, what was going on in the marketplace that made you design the Lin?
Well, there were drum machines, and I would the person that made the biggest advancement in drum machines was Akutaro Kakahashi, the founder of Roland, who first made the A-Stone drum machine, and then so many great drum machines. And it's interesting, a lot of people say to me, I invented the drum machine. Well, I didn't. It existed for a long time before. I just added a few things that made it better, including the sampled sounds and a better system of programming, perhaps. There were drum machines that had fixed beats, and one was rock 1, boom, 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 one was rock 2, boom, boom, but there wasn't much more than that. But it was, so programmability was, when you think it was kind of obvious. If people bought a drum machine, they knew that the drum beats weren't very good, they wanted to make their own. But I think it was, this is a quick anecdote. I first made a prototype of a drum machine on my computer, and it had a screen for programming. And I went down to Stevie Wonder to show it to him. And obviously he's a sightless person. And I saw, this makes no sense. It's a visual instrument for people who play music. Why do they have to go through this mental translation there to play music? They can tap it out just fine. So that's when they came up with a real-time programming system and created quantization and swing that really helped in those efforts. But still, you could play it in real time, and it was largely because of that experience of seeing Stevie Wonder.
Hold on, could we just acknowledge the fact that he said, yeah, I came up with a system that was quantization and swing. Something that we take for granted every day in our doors and our drum machines. That came out of his brain.
So Jimmy, when you started to use like Lindrum, when did that kind of really start to become like a whole kind of figure around your sound? Like, did you hear it on someone else's record, or did that just, you know, you started hearing these sounds on other people's records? How did you discover the drum machine?
Well, and to make the distinction, the LM1,
Thank you, sir.
was Prince, because all of those early Prince records were all LM1 records. So that's how we were familiar with the idea of. And then when the newer version came out, which was the Lindrum,